Hey peeps, it's JJ with Baby Girl Crafting. And this is, I don't know which episode. So look in the description, I'll tell you which episode it is, but with my Learn With Me crochet series. And this is our triple stitch, or a treble stitch? I'm not sure, but it's a triple stitch in English. And I'm doing this. This is one I've actually almost finished. My very first scarf I've ever made. I'm so excited. And it is, I'm calling it my triple stitch with a twist. And I will teach you guys the twist in just a moment. Okay, so this is the triple stitch that I made. Alright, so you can see right here where it crosses and makes a little cross. That's what I'm calling my twist. It's pretty cool. I just kind of crossed them, but it's pretty neat. Now this one is almost done, but this is the one that I had finished and had been working on. This is going to be a Christmas present, so don't tell anybody. I thought today that we would go ahead and use some of this Burnett pop. Let me show you what we're using. So it's this. Those colors kind of seem to fall. And it is called Radical Botanical. It's a medium weight, and it's suggested to use a 5mm hook. Is that what we're using? Yeah, we're going to use a I9 instead of 5.5mm hook. Just because I thought it would be good to have the stitches just a little bit bigger. I am still no good at pulling out the middle, but I do like my center pull, so I'm getting better at it. I can always find part of the center, I just can't find the actual center until I've pulled that part out. The first thing we need to do is do our slip stitch under, over. Sorry, they were on there. And then we're going to chain however long you want it to be. Now what we need to do is just chain, and for this project we're going to chain 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just a reminder, how we chain is you just yarn over your hook and pull through the loop. Yarn over your hook, pull through the loop. 8, 9, 10. And to control for tension, I usually only crochet 2 or 3 stitches, and then I move my fingers up closer. That helps to keep my stitching consistent, and I have to keep track because I stopped counting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And the way I counted was, you can see the little V's on the top. That's what I call them. And I just counted each V. That helps me know where each stitch is. And we're going to get ready to do row 2. Row 2, to get to row 2, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. After you chain 3, you're going to yarn over your hook once and yarn over your hook again. So now you have your stitch that was on your hook, and a yarn over and a yarn over, so there's 3. You're going to take that and you're going to go in the 3rd chain from the end, or the 4th chain, sorry, the 4th chain. You're going to skip those 3 chains we added and go to yarn over and pull through in the 4th chain. That gives us 4 loops on our hook now. Then you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through the first 2 of those loops on your hook, and that leaves 3. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 more. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through the last 2. Now we have 1 on our hook. So congratulate yourselves, you guys just did your first triple. So we're going to do that in each of these 18 spots. Okay, so we're going to do that in each of these 18 spots. So yarn over once, yarn over twice, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 4 on our hook. Then we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Now we just have 1. So to do this again, we're going to go yarn over once, yarn over twice, go into the next chain, yarn over and pull through. That leaves us with 4 on our hook. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Yarn over and pull through 2. And now we just have 1. So now you have done 3 chain stitches, or 3 triple stitches. And we're going to talk about that chain stitch when we come back around. So what I'd like you to do, and I'm going to do some on camera, a couple more on camera, but is we want to go and do chain stitches or triple stitches in the rest of all of the chain stitches. So yarn over twice, go into the next chain stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over twice, go into the next chain stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And my stitches are just a little bit loose because I'm trying to kind of keep it so you can see it on camera. So yarn over twice, oops, almost missed a stitch. Go through, yarn over, we have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over twice, go through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, you have 4. And this one's going to be the last one I kind of walk you through. So yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. I mean, I'm still going to show you one more thing. One of the things I want you to watch is my tension, or when you're holding your tension, you want to make sure this is a very long stitch, so you'll be moving your fingers around a lot to try and maintain the consistent tension. So I yarned over 2, I'm going through the stitch and pulling it through. So when I was going through the stitch, my fingers were on the chain. Now that I'm up here, I'm grabbing like this whole section, because this whole section is where the hoops are, and I want to keep that like consistent. If I'm holding over here, then it's just really kind of loose. I find that for me, that seems to hold it really steady. Then I yarn over and I pull through 2. So now I have 3. Sometimes, usually at the first 2 I don't have to adjust, but as this part right here gets longer, I'll have to readjust my grip. So yarn over, pull through 2. See, now it's a little bit longer, so I'll kind of pull it up just to keep that steady. Yarn over, pull through 2. And then I kind of pulled it really tight, but not through there, but right there. Oh, you can't see, yeah, there's a little hole because I inked on it a little hard. But it'll adjust itself back out when I do the next stitch. So there we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish to the end of this chain, and you guys do the same. So if you need to pause the video, then the next row we're going to do the twist. This is just the triple crochet, and the next one will be the triple crochet with a twist. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I didn't come over all the way. And 17. Oh yeah, I'm a little confused. Did I miss one? I thought I had 18. I think I came over too far, so I skipped 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I did. So I'm missing 1. So we're gonna have to count this as my 18 right there. We'll make it work. That's how I work. So we're gonna chain 3. Actually 3 this time and not 4. And then we're gonna turn our work. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, let's see if we have the right amount of stitches. I gotta work it out now, I think so. We are going to chain or yarn over 2. We're going to skip the first chain or the first stitch and go into the second stitch. Just one moment, I have to count. Since I made the mistake down here and I don't want to take it apart, I gotta adjust. Okay, so I'm back. I did my counting. If you did, when you turned, if you did it in 3 and didn't make the mistake I did, then you're not gonna do what I say, and I'll tell you what to do there. And we're gonna we'll fix this on the end. So now that we have, since I made a mistake, what I'm going to be doing, and I'm doing this so you guys can see that if you don't want to undo your work, you can modify stitches. Like I said, we're learning, and that's what this channel is all about. Not perfection. If you want perfection, you're going to have to go to a different channel, because not me. Never going to be me. I'm fine with that. Besides that, I like I like fixing my mistakes. I like finding adjustments that work. Okay, so 19... For me, to adjust for my mistake, I'm going to be yarning over, and right here, let me do it like this. Okay, so you can see, let's bring this up here. Right here is the stitch that the chain 3 is coming out of. If you did it correct, you're going to do your first stitch in this stitch, the first empty stitch over, not the one connected to the chain 3. If you messed up like I did, and you did a chain 4 down there, and so you lost a stitch, you're gonna have to use this stitch. So we're gonna chain in there. Or I mean, we're gonna stitch into that stitch. I'm gonna stitch into that stitch because I made the mistake. For you guys that are awesome and did not make the mistake and did a chain 3 down here, you're gonna go into the first empty stitch, the one not connected to the chain 3. Well, actually, you're going to count it. You're actually going to skip it. But 1, 2. Okay, so yarn over twice. And for the people who did it correct, you're going to skip this. You're actually going to skip this stitch and go into the one next to it. For those of you who are like me and did it wrong, you're going to skip the stitch that the chain 3 is connected to and go into the stitch next to it. So you're going to go through, and you're going to pull through. Now you have 4 on your hook. And you're going to pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. All right, this is where it gets really fun. You're going to yarn over twice for the next stitch, and then you're going to kind of pull your work forward. So this little section is going to come forward, and you're going to kind of hold it down. And you're going to go all the way, make sure that you have the 3, oops, sorry. Make sure you have 3 loops. And this is kind of coming up on the far side because you don't want to lose a loop. And you're going to go back through that stitch that you skipped and yarn over and pull through. So you're now working behind the stitch, the first stitch you made. And I'll show you this again, so if it's not making sense. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. All right. That's a little hard to see. The first one always looks a little, not quite as cool, but there's your X. So the next one, we're going to yarn over. Now we're pretty much all on the same page as far as following instructions. So yarn over, pull through 2, or yarn over twice. Then you're going to skip the next stitch and you're going to go into the second stitch. So skip, skip, and you're going to go into there, go through there, yarn over, pull through, and I scrunch my work up. Got to fix my tension on my fingers. All right, so now I have 4, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Oops. All right, so this is where we get exciting again. So we have this missed stitch in here. We're going to go catch it. So yarn over once, yarn over twice, a full yarn over, go pull your work forward. I just kind of go back there and go through the stitch we skipped, yarn over, pull through, oops. So you want, all right, I did something wrong. It's hard for me to do this looking at the camera and not looking at my stitches. So we're going to try and do this the right way. You're going to have to just follow. I've kind of talked you through it. Now I've got to do it right. So 1, yarn over, go get my stitch, and now I have 4. So I'll try and do that where I go get my stitch a couple times slow so you guys can see how I'm doing it, because I'm not sure exactly how to talk at you through it. So yarn over, pull through 2, 3 times. And we have our second X, or twist. So yarn over twice, and this time we're going to skip that stitch, go into this stitch. See, the first one's easy. The second one's a little goofy. I just kind of started sticking it behind there. Let's see if I could do it. All right, so that's not, there's our hole. We're gonna go through and bring it through. And now you have 4. So once you get it through, sometimes I pick up my thread wrong, and that's where the problem is. I don't do it as often, but if you're doing that, just practice a little bit and make it so you only have 4 loops on your thread, or that you at least have 4 loops on your thread. After that, it's pretty simple. I mean, as simple as a triple can be. I mean, you're just dealing with a larger stitch, a taller stitch. A couple more actions to it. And I just did this one. This was the first one where we skipped a stitch and went in. Oops, that didn't go all the way through. All right, I gotta fix that. Okay. Did I do that wrong? We're just going to start that stitch over again. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next one. Yarn over twice, skip that stitch, go into this stitch. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over twice, and go into that back, pick up the stitch, and you're pulling that front section forward so it's not in your way. You have your 4 hoops, or 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that to the end, and when I meet you at the end, I'll show you how to end off the row and move to the next row. Okay, so we're at the end. Yay! Right here, you should have 1 stitch left. And that is where we're going to put 1 triple crochet. And the reason we're doing that is because otherwise we would just have this indent all the way up every other row on our scarf, and it looks really funny. So we want to make sure that we have enough. So we put it in not a single crochet, just 1 individual not crossed triple crochet. And that's basically just kind of summing up the ends. So you can see that it's like cross, 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 and then straight. Now over here, we kind of have that same look, but that's what that chain does is gives us that gives us our edge on this side. So here, from here, we're going to chain 3, which becomes our new edge. We're going to turn, and now we're going to do just triple crochet. So every other row is going to be, one row is going to be a row of triples, and the other one's going to be a row of triple twists. So let me show you on the project that I just finished, kind of how that works. Move that off camera. I didn't use this yarn because it's so much harder to see, but that's why. So if you look here, you can see the triples, and then a row of this is a triple twist, and then a row of triple, and then we can go into a row of triple twists, and then triple. So we just go back and forth like that, and you can see that that creates the edge, is those chain ups and then the single triple crochet, or the individual one. Let's see. So that's kind of how it looks. It's not 100% perfect on the edge. Well, actually, that's probably the side. This is the first one I did, and I had a few issues at the beginning. This is probably the side that's a little bit straighter, yeah. This is where I figured it out and made it work. So that's kind of what it looks like. I like it. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I think I'm wrong. I think this took 2 skeins of yarn, and I believe I had lost my paper. I was saving it so I could show it to you guys, and I'm really sorry. But it was done with this wool spun from Lion Brand. And I believe it was 2 of these. So it would take about, this was 99 meters or 85 grams, 3 ounces. So about 6 ounces of yarn with the, I believe this is a 4. Nope, it's a 5 bulky. So that's about what it took, was 2 of these to make this. Now you can make it longer. If I'd had another one, I probably would have made it longer. So, but so far it looks good. I haven't finished off ends. I haven't decided what to do on the ends. So that's why it's not completely done. I haven't tied in all my ends either. But for the most part, there you go. Love it. Thanks for checking in. Till next time.